Howdy folks, my name is Lanso90 and welcome to Let's Play Cataclysm Stories. So this is a new series I'm starting where we're not going to play like we normally do, where we were just trying to do the best we can in the zombie apocalypse and all the usual kind of stuff you would expect. This time we're doing more of a roleplay type of situation, so our character's not always going to make the best decisions and things like that, and I think that'll be interesting to give a shot here. We're playing on the latest experimental version here. So, let's get a custom character going. Let's see what the state of the mods is in this experimental build here. What is Blaze Industries? That's a new one. Advanced vehicle modifications. Not too worried about that right now. Create expansion. Don't think we need that. Dark skies above. Oh, someone actually did it. Someone made a mod that adds aliens. A total conversion that shifts the Cataclysm towards alien occupation survival scenario. Probably leave that one for now, but we'll think about doing that here in another game. Roll only, no. Yes, no freeze, because things freezing is a problem at the moment. At least it was last time I played it. My sweet Cataclysm? Weird. It's like snacks and stuff are coming alive. That's very strange. Don't really need the rest of these, I don't think. Graphical overmap might be interesting, but looks like I have to consult a readme for them, so I don't really want to. Oops, I am not done. Never have gotten used to the brackets being the way to navigate on this menu. Dark Days of the Dead turns on classic zombies. Okay, I don't need those. Ionic slots, limits numbers. No. Stats through skills would be great. Looks like they have not added back in like the being able to install mods on your own and stuff. That's okay. And we'll just get a random name for the world here. Searsport sounds fine. So for our first character, I think we need to set it on freeform just so we can make these situations happen. We are going to be a helicopter crash survivor. Let's do military recruit. And then for stats, we're going to consider that 10 is average. And I made a like random identity. Kind of give me an idea of what this person would be like. And they are probably be a little intelligent. A little strong. Dexterity I think is going to be bad because they're kind of like a big person. Perception is probably average. Fortunately, it doesn't really give me any like random like negative traits or anything. So, have to come up with those on our own. Stimulant psychosis. Can tolerate a lot more without overdosing. Wish we could do just like a random. We can just do a random start, but that's not what I'm looking to do here. Very tempted to just pick my usual stuff, but with unlimited options, it would leave me at a bit of a loss. Alright, I took a moment here to think about what I wanted to do here. So our character here, he was an accountant before he became a military person. So he's he likes books. He has a pretty good memory. From his training in the military, he's a pack mule, so he can carry more stuff. Or actually, this is a little different. They changed pack mule. You retrieve things from containers 10% faster. Ooh. That's not as good as it used to be. That's like actually kind of bad. Or it's not very useful. Wow. Okay. It used to be that meant you can carry more volume. So that's fine. He's bad knees because this character is like pretty tall, but he's also kind of skinny, so it's like his build is not the most balanced. I've given him mood swings, sleepy, and weak stomach. We're not going to go as hard on traits as we normally would to keep it more dialed in, I suppose. Alright, so he's already got his military skills assigned here, so we should probably just add like his accounting skills, which would be a little bit of computers. You should know how to drive, I imagine. A little bit of electronics. Oh, lockpicking's a skill now. We talked about this recently, too. He's definitely doesn't have any... definitely does not have lockpicking skills, I can tell you that much. He probably knows how to swim. And you would actually get a little bit of unarmed combat training in the military, I think. Maybe not, but it's fine. Alright, well, I guess we'll let the random name. This is different than it used to be. Oh, you can actually put in, like, the height and stuff. Weird. Well, let me get my... I think the identity got re-rolled, though, now, so... I accidentally backed out. Yeah, now it's all different now. So I'll probably just have to leave it as it is. That's okay. Not like it actually matters that much. I don't know how we set all these different information now, though. Randomized description. Cycle through name, height, and age with left and right. Well, our character was tall last I checked, so... we have an age here on this new profile that's decent. No. This guy's 72. That's not gonna quite work. I think the first guy was A positive. I think the age was my age, actually, now I think about it. Can't seem to add to it, though. That is weird how the controls of this are. Okay. Starting location. Either one. This should be the plane crash, right? So it should automatically put us there. And the name is 5. Why is the name different? Oh. How we change this? Changed all of the controls here. They're adding stuff, which is awesome. Let's see. I think we're good. There's so much new stuff that I'm probably missing something. That loaded very quickly. Alright. While being transported to a different military base, the pilot lost control of the helicopter and crashed into the middle of nowhere. Hopefully some of the soldiers that were with you also survived the accident. Whoa, we're right next to the survival shelter. That kind of changes things. There go all my plans of what I was going to do with this roleplay here. That's okay. Okay, so Sir David Bliss here. He's a military recruit. He just got hired, or he was in training when this all started to happen. Like everyone else, he's been lied to about what's going on. He doesn't know that the actual zombie apocalypse has started. He thinks it's a Chinese invasion, I think is what the official story is in the game. And his helicopter has just gone down in the middle of nowhere in our own country. But he's in severe pain. His arms and legs are bleeding. He does not have a medkit on him. So the first thing he'd probably try to do is try to find the medkit and or find the driver. You'd see if he's still alive. Let's check what's in this container up here. Hopefully there's a... Well, there's an MRE in there, survived the crash. Well, thinking fast, he's not sure if he'll be able to make it. without bleeding out here. He's in really bad shape after this crash. Let's see, does he know how to make bandages? He does. So he will take off his undershirt. Not get a rag out of it, unfortunately. You could try to do it with the socks or something, but dexterity of 3. His hands are shaking too badly to properly tear apart something into a rag. But he's just gonna have to go try to get help. We're gonna say that this, what the heck is this? Burn ground. I turned it on so that, this music's getting a little too loud, sorry. I don't like that it's rolled us completely off the map here. We're gonna download some new music, but there's always issues where they're not quite, it's possible it could bleed out here, unfortunately. But yeah, I turned on this new feature that's in the settings that allows you to see, or it puts markings down of where new stuff is. You're actually going really bad. You could die, and that's always the risk with this military plane start, no matter like what character you make. Is you could just bleed out with like not much you can do about it. Unfortunately, I think if we even get to this shelter thing, that's not actually going to help. But again, this is a roleplay scenario. I know from my experience in playing Cataclysm that we should probably go to this farm because there's probably a lot of clothes in there. Whereas at this refugee center, no one's gonna want to help. We'll have to sell something. Well, his helicopter was on the way to this refugee center. So he at least knew where it was. But as he's bleeding out here, he's still not in a good spot. Luckily, he's found a dead body over here. He has to investigate. Could be one of his friends. Fresh corpse. Again, he doesn't know. It doesn't appear to be someone from the plane. He's not wearing a uniform or anything. Doesn't know what's killed him here. Dead body of a small child. Oh, it's a child. First wears a calm facial expression as if they died instantly. Well, would be bad to loot a body. He'll say this cash card has a PIN number on it, so you might be able to take it in to find out who the kid was, maybe. That's cool, though. They've added ASCII art for some of the stuff now, which is pretty cool. And he is thinking, well, I really need a bandage, so I'm gonna take this cloak. Try to get some rags built here. Oops, I typed it wrong. I keep putting an S on it. I don't need to add an S. Bandage. We're gonna probably just make them all. Where are they? Oh, we're wielding them. Of course, we're not bleeding anymore either. Oh well. Well, at least the bleeding stopped. He's put bandages on his worst of his wounds. But now he's seen a dead child here. He doesn't know what's killed him, actually. Southeast, there's something. So there's something like right here. Oh, there it is. They're a jumping spider. Giant spider with big forelegs and two pairs of inquisitive-looking eyes. It leaps quite quickly, even into the treetops. So the first sign that something very strange is going on. What the hell? There's a gigantic spider out here. It's much larger than a tarantula. It's definitely concerning. You're pale, sweating, your heart beats fast, and you feel restless. Maybe you lost too much blood. I'm guessing that's why the blood type is a thing that you can track now. Makes his way across the open field here. Avoid the thickest of the ground. But finally, he's reached a refugee center. Maybe they can help him figure out what's going on here. Maybe he's seeing things. Bled out quite a bit. Maybe the spider wasn't as big as it seemed. Wasn't any mistaking the body, though. Vehicles parked outside. Overwhelming of tiredness inside of you. You might pass out. You just get inside, though, we'll be okay. Completed the achievement Last Homely House. Alright, so he's inside the refugee center. Dino Dave Beggar. He's wearing a dinosaur suit inside the refugee center. Very strange. Brandon Garter Beggar. Beggar. K. Taylor Beggar. What? Traits Furry? Is that like literally furry, or what's going on here? Did we miss that when we were looking through the options of traits? Like, I don't know if that's a genetic trait or if they made him like actually like a furry. This guy has a gun. This guy also has a gun. Guards. Another beggar. Well, he's trying to avoid all the strange looking people. Who's this guy? Abram Ring Merchant. Ring. Let's see. This is a refugee center. Before you say anything else, we're full. We don't have the space nor the food. Take any more refugees. We desperately need supplies and are willing to trade for what we can for it. Pay top dollar for jerky if you have any. Just talk to the broker in the back. What are you doing here? To be honest, we started out with 6 buses full of office workers, soccer moms, and what we could to sort through the masses. Take the people with the best chance of survival first. It sounds harsh, but it's the only option. The only thing we want now is to run enough trade through here to keep us alive. Our address in the evac shelter computers. People keep coming here and we have to turn them away. So we found we can trade or salvage for what we've got, and we plan to turn that into a business model. Don't care who your goods come from or how I got them, just don't bring trouble. It's just as bad out there, it's not worse. Sorry, but the only way we're gonna make it is if we keep our gates buttoned fast. The guards in the basement have orders to shoot on sight if you so much as peek your head in the lower levels. I don't know what made the scavengers out there so ruthless, but some of us had to kill our own bloody kids. Don't even think about trying to strong arm us. What the heck is going on out there? Can't say we've heard much. Most of these shelters seem to have been designed to make people feel safer, not actually aid in their survival. Our re-equipment is utter garbage that someone convinced their government to buy with no intention of it ever being used. From passing scavengers, we've heard nothing but prime looting spots and rumors of hordes. Hordes of what? Is there any way you can join your group? Alright, last thing we need is another mouth to feed. Most of us lack any real survival skills, so keeping our small group small enough to survive on the food random strangers bring to trade with us is important. I'm sure I can do something to change our mind. We pull my own weight. Sorry, it's not a risk we're willing to take right now. Fine. What's with the beggars? They're folks that wanted to come down to our shelter, but we're too full, and they have neither space nor supplies to share. Most like them have turned and gone seeking their own place, but these ones didn't. We've been trying to find them a safe place, but there's a shortage of safety going around. Until then, we're letting them crash here so long as they don't mess the place up. I suppose there's some sort of reward if I can clear them out of here. Don't have much to share, but I'm sure we could pay you on your own currency if you clean up our burgeoning health hazard without anyone getting hurt. Yeah. See what I can do. Anything I can do for the center? Have another job for you. Want to hear about it? Tell me about it. If you really want to lend a hand, we could use some help clearing out the dead in the back. Clearing out the dead. Oh man, there's just a bunch of bodies back there. Fearful of going outside during the first days of the Cataclysm, we end up throwing our dead and the zombies. What the heck are you talking about zombies for? Managed to kill on the sealed back bay. Our promising leader at the time even fell. He turned into something different. Kill all of them and they won't bother us again. We can't pay much, besides some of our own internal money, which isn't good for much yet, but would help us reclaim the bay. What in tarnation do you mean zombies? Got any advice? If you can, get a friend or two to help you. What's your story? Like many, I'd rather not get into my own life before this. That's all gone. Dead, risen, dead again. I used to run this little store, though. That's why they've got me up here doing this. And that's all I'm going to say about myself. I'm on the clock after all. Let's see. Let's trade then. We could use some painkillers or something. Let's see what he's got. Bunch of guns. Bunch of clothing. Oh, there's actually stuff in... Oh, that's neat. There's actually things inside of bags and stuff now. I was wondering when they were going to do that. Utility vest with 7 items. Oh, they won't take the cash card? Laser sights, football armor, tactical full helmet. Is there anything we don't really need that much? Not particularly, to be honest with you. We kind of need everything. This is going to be a little bit hard to micromanage with our stuff actually like being in our pockets and stuff now. Well, I better get going. So, I heard he like wielded all the equipment. So I don't know if this is the lower levels. Probably not, right? Assuming this is a doctor. Citizen? Who are you? I'm the doctor, one of the several at this outpost. We're the lucky ones. Came right here after things started going wrong, never left. What are you doing right now? The old guard, that's what's left of the Fed, sent me up here to screen any new arrivals for infection risks. Can't be too paranoid these days. Sad to have to turn people away, but I like the assignment for the chance to have news about the outside world. What kind of world? What kind of news? Sites of unusual living dead or new mutations. The more we know about what's happening, the closer we can get to a treatment or maybe even a cure. It's a long shot, but you can have a hope to survive. Luck about that. Heard about the outside world. It's no classic zombie outbreak. The dead seem to be getting stronger as the days go on. Some survivors, too, come in here with adaptations. Maybe they're related. Very strange. Well, we definitely need medical supplies. I can't. There's nothing to spare, and I tell you, got no budget to buy from you. I don't suppose you want to donate. Can I do anything for you? I have another job for you if you want to hear about it. Tell me about it. We don't have the equipment for real analysis here, so we need to get it done in the field. I need you to get a fresh sample of zombie blood, take it to a hospital, and perform a centrifuge analysis of it. That'll be complicated. That takes a blood drive kit. Once you've found a zombie corpse, use direct blood from the body, then take it to the hospital for analysis. Share some equipment. I should share my equipment from you, because I'm helping you out. I'm not helping your poster child for abortions. We're not even ugly in this playthrough, even though we normally are. Although I guess we're like bloody as hell right now. Okay, fine, bye. Well, the plot thickens. We're all out of time for this episode, though. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, I hope you have a good day.